have failed at many important things in life, and they always come in threes. My career, my education, my relationships, or much more importantly, Celeste, Undertale, and Hollow Knight. Each of those games houses a challenge that I had started in the past, but then just sort of gave up on. Because when the going gets tough is generally when I get going into a very different direction far away from the problem. But that had to change. So I gave myself 24 hours over the course of a week to undisappoint myself, my parents, my dogs, and this cheap mousepad signed by a famous German comedian. Let's see if I was up for the challenge. Simply because it's not important. What's my talk button? Oh my god. What's my B button? As you can see, I was ready as can be. So how about I introduce the first game of the challenge? This is Celeste, and this is Madeline. Together, we will face our demons and finish the game's final super long and super hard bonus chapter, Farewell. And then take a hidden, even more perilous route to grab the one and only Moonberry. To do that, I will call upon Madeline's varied skill set of jumping, running, climbing, dashing, or dashing twice after getting one of those pink gems. And I will add to that the run started out pretty well. I perfectly popped some puffers, skillfully shimmied with shrooms, and got majorly lost for a while. Okay, where am I going again? I even said this. Wait, nope. No hidden thing here. Only to then realize that, of course, that was exactly the spot where there was in fact a thing in hiding. But apart from that, it went well. And I mean, that was to be expected. Even though I gave up on the Moonberry before, Celeste was still my baby. I was confident in my abilities. There was even a time when I practiced the game speedrun for a bit, until I gave up on it. So I kept on keeping on, and while the rooms were certainly getting harder and longer, I was, depending on how you look at it, either dumb or creative enough to do them my own way. Okay, that did not look like what I was supposed to do, but fucking worked. But that wasn't always the case. And I'm gonna be honest, I was kinda hoping to be done with this in a couple of hours. We still got other demons to defeat after all. But like I said, I was confident in my Celesting abilities. So I put on my especially speedy slippers and rushed like I'd never rushed before in my life. And I'm always late for everything. Wait, I can sit, nope. Just like that, in less than an hour I had obviously not finished this yet. That was basically just the intro section. A testament to scare away all the non-god gamers. And as you can see, I'm still here. Next, an internet cafe. 'Tis here where the player is taught a, from now on, required speedrunning technique called wave dashing, which is where you dash diagonally down into the ground and jump immediately for massive speed and distance. If done right, you can also conserve your dash doing it. Obviously not going to be a problem for me. And here's another new mechanic, wall bouncing. Dash up into a wall and jump to be launched into the air in an especially high arc, allowing you to clear obstacles previously unclearable. And with that we enter the next big section of Farewell. Each room was getting more and more strenuous than the last, while combining the previously mentioned new mechanics with old ones from throughout the entire game. I was ecstatic. Finally a challenge worthy of testing my mettle. I felt like a king right there. That was so smooth. I am great. Even kings fail from time to time. Ah! That is annoying. Oh! I don't know why, but this is frustrating. What? How? Why did I do that? What? How? Fuck! God damn it! Oh, I hate this part. I jumped too early. I panicked again. I'm just filled with hate. Thank God that's done. Thank God that's over with. Just some slight setbacks. I assure you motivation was still high as ever. Nothing to worry about. On to the next section. I mean, how bad could it possibly be? this. Come on. No, not this. This is my platform game. Okay, I'll level with you. Remember when I said I was confident in my abilities? Well, this was where I finally would be eating those words. And believe me, they were not seasoned properly. In fact, they tasted like shit. In fact, they were shit. My confidence went to shit is what I'm saying. Welcome to the rhythm section. Oh no. No, the rhythm section. No! Not quite my tempo. Not quite my tempo. So why the sudden whiplash after realizing what this section was about? Well, because I ain't got rhythm. So this is how it works. Every room has a different rhythm and a bunch of colored blocks that appear and disappear to the beat. As you can see here, the order is predetermined for every room as well. In this case, it will go blue, pink, yellow, green, and then start from the beginning. And that's all you need to know. Can I just do more wave dashes? Can't we just do more speedrun stuff or something? Okay, so why am I really this frustrated about some minor musically modeled maps? Well, it's not the rhythm part. I like playing stuff like Muse Dash, for example. But what I hate more than anything in gaming is... waiting. I don't like having to wait artificially. I'm impatient. When I play a game, I just want to go, go, go. So, if you tell me to wait for the beat before I'm allowed to drop the heat, that's my gameplay, I will proceed to concede and do the deed, because if I can't move my feet, I will be obsolete, incomplete without the feeling of speed. Also weed. That's just a funny word. Oh, right, the run. Sorry. Oh, I hate this. Oh my god, thank you. That one pretty well, all things considered. And the same happened with the next room. I just have to stall for time here somehow, like that. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oh no, not this one. Like I said, up to this point everything went better than expected. Until it didn't. And that started here. Oh, I hate this. With a burning passion. Bam, 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 bam. Cool. I hate this so much. Why is this in my platform game? I think you get the point. So just imagine 10 more minutes of this. Until finally... The next two rooms, fairly easy again. Both only took me a handful of tries, and they also inspired me to come up with a brand new strategy for keeping track of the rhythm. Definitely helpful, and not at all a sign of an incoming mental breakdown. And with that, only 2 more rooms were left in the rhythm section. In total, they would only cost me about 13 more minutes, but boy did they feel like 130. 12 of those were spent on the first of the 2, by the way. Didn't go so well. Where do I go? Fuck. I cannot put into words just how much I hate this, by the way. Waiting the game. Fuck. It was a struggle, what can I say? But luckily it didn't take me much longer until finally... Okay, it does work. The last room wasn't that much trouble, fortunately. So, I did it. But at what cost, I ask you? At what cost? I went into this game confident I would barely struggle and be done in a few hours. It was my baby after all. Or at least is what I thought. But this paternity test of a chapter forced me to say farewell to that notion. Clearly I wasn't actually the god gamer that I thought I was. And I wasn't even close to done yet. But before worrying about all of that, I think I deserved at least a moment of celebration. Oh, it's over! It's over! We're through! The rhythm section is over! Oh my god. I don't want it. I hate it. I said to celebrate, not to whine. Back to playing the game with you. Okay, I think this is the final section of Farewell. And I also think that it's the most fun section of Farewell, if I remember correctly. And that it was. Even though my ego had been shadowed previously, I was feeling surprisingly good here. Maybe that was precisely why. Without pointless pride holding me back, I was free. Free to experience all of the feelings this game can provide. I think I was finally able to truly appreciate the game. It didn't matter whether I was the father or not. Love is love. And the love for Celeste was coming back. Oh, baby, I was beginning to have fun again. I do remember that there are also some troll moments. That one, for example. And that one. This one's funny because they can just kill you. And after that joy, my confidence returned. More healthy version of it though. Less arrogant and more realistic. Grounded. Good. Oh, yeah, baby. We're getting there. And with confidence, my skill came back as well, which in turn gave me even more reason to believe in myself. Somehow, even though this was still crazy difficult, it started to feel like a breeze, and before I knew it, I had reached... Let's take this moment real quick. This is the final room. This is the longest room in the entire game. This is one single room that probably on my first playthrough also took me like an hour. But what if, and hear me out on this, what if we just beat it right here? Shit. Well, it would have been very cool though. Guess we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way then, through perseverance instead of dumb luck. Honestly, I remember this room not being that difficult. It's just so long. Yeah, throw it left, throw it left, throw it left. Yep. I remembered that one. I remember not liking this, because it always felt really weird. No, I want that. Thank you. Okay, this section is scary. It's not hard if you're patient, but if you have to do this over and over and over again, then you can easily start making mistakes on this. Easily. Especially on this part, where you have to dodge the puffer fish, which I am doing quite well. Alright, cool. Again, not very difficult, but definitely something you can easily make mistakes. Now I throw this away. I sight read a little bit, nice. I do this, I grab the feather. Oh my god, that would have been so sick if I just beat it right there. I mean, I always have the power of editing, I guess. I can always make it seem as it... No, wait, I have a timer. I have a timer, shit. God damn it. Why do I have a timer? Let's go! This is also so cool, how you're like throwing yourself down here. So dope. I need to be higher. Nice. I don't know if I need my dash. I don't. Nice. shit! So let's rewind here for a moment. This is what happens when you hesitate for even a second. I wasn't sure if I needed to wave dash here, realized it wasn't going to work, but by that point I was already too late to reach the upcoming jellyfish. And this would not be the last time I was going to struggle with the Mary Poppins umbrellas of the ocean. Or space. I guess we're in space. No, no, no! Why did you do that? No! You asshole! What the fuck? As you can see, not necessarily a jellyfish whisperer. Okay, how do I do this? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, I remember there's a troll here. Or not a troll, but there's one thing where you have to do it differently than the other times. Fuck you! 1, 2. Also, I don't think I usually die here, honestly. I don't remember doing so. There it is. Okay. No, no, what was that? And I could have saved myself. I still had a dash. Why am I choking? I've played this before. If I'm choking on Celeste, how will I ever beat Hollow Knight? Again, the jellyfish would simply not listen to me, but I was still making it further than before with most attempts. That would stop here. You know this feeling when you get close to beating something and you know you can do it, then you just start failing everything on the way there, and for some reason you just can't do the things anymore that you've already proven to be capable of doing? Well, alright, let's go. Let's do this thing now. Oh my god, I'm not making this again. Why is flying so hard? The only time we fly here. And it's the hardest thing. What the fuck? Okay. That has happened for the 3rd time now. I'm beginning to think that there's some shenanigans going on. Nah, you're just a dumbass. Oh, and on this one I just kinda gave up. I was just testing it, okay? But if you keep at it, you can't make minus progress forever. So, on the very next attempt, okay, now I have to remember what I have to do. Oh shit. I have to destroy this. Do I go to the bird then? No, no. Wait, no. So what exactly happened here? Well, normally the birdie takes you to the regular farewell credits, but as I've said at the very beginning of the Celeste section, take a hidden, even more perilous route to grab the one and only moonberry. This is where that path would be. Problem is it's hidden. Of course it is, it's a secret. And this idiot right here didn't even look up how to get to the path that leads to the moonberry, which, oh, I don't know, it's just kind of the entire purpose of the video. But now I had remembered that I didn't remember. So I looked it up and made it back there on the very next attempt. So I made it back there again. Took a little bit longer this time. Please don't do this again, Tim, I beg you. The 3rd time I've made it here. Oh my god, thank you. I swear to god, if I miss this again. Oh my god, thank you. The ensuing climb was extremely stressful, but fortunately not very difficult. I made it up there and finally, after 4 hours, I was just a hop, skip and a dash away from beating my demon. The strawberry. That's on the moon. And we finally reached it. This is the Moonberry room. If I beat all of this one singular room, which I think keeps going after this, actually. If I finish all of this, then I am victorious. So as crazy as that is, to me at least, we've only just begun. We've only just made it to the starting line. But screw running, I was still figuring out how to walk this section. And I was struggling. You've seen how bad I am at jelly juggling, and even though I've actually been learning to juggle IRL, what do you know? Doesn't help me not drop the ball on my video games. So after taking a couple of minutes to feel out the first few dashes, I came up with a strat that worked for me. And then I died. But progress was slowly being made every other attempt. I was in a stage past my initial cockiness, and even past the following flow state when realistic confidence and skill came together. I wasn't cruising through this, and it certainly didn't feel as unburdened as before. No, I was slowly gaining ground in my climb toward a goal that had seemed so far away just a few hours ago. And every step, every inch felt incredible, and then immediately terrible when I inevitably died. But we're getting further now. We're making progress. We're not making progress, I guess. Probably like this, and then like this, and then... Okay. That move right here. Damn it, I fucked it up. So this spot I struggled with immensely. In fact, I couldn't even get back there consistently. So I put on some hype beats, and with the power of music, okay, maybe even with Xenoblade music backing you up, you can't just accomplish anything you want. But what about Castlevania? Hey, it did work. For a bit. The next attempt though, not only did I make it past the section where I died to last, but I went even further. And further. And further. And in that moment...
Was denn du hier eigentlich noch drin? Komischer.
Yeah, so after ignoring him didn't work, I paused real quick, streamed to my gameplay, put on different music, and didn't believe him when he said he believed in me, because he's never serious about this shit anyway. And then came thinky time, because you can't check out this final stretch beforehand. Once you're there, you gotta do it on the fly. I think I just do this, throw it, and then go as high as I can and catch it. Whew! Okay. The fuck do I do? No! That is so annoying. Fuck you! Stupid ass jellyfish! Ah! After this followed a 20-minute period of some of the dumbest gameplay I have ever produced. Also, Charlie went and got himself some soup. It was midnight at this point. Do with this information what you will, I just present the facts. Another one, I finally made it back to the top. But this time I actually looked up what I had to do for this part. Could have done that before failing the first time, but hey, I'm a YouTuber. I don't think ahead. Oh look, I missed the jelly again. Cool. How in the fuck did you miss that? Oh, you stupid prick. Okay, I'll level with you. Again, I was laughing, yes, but this was extremely frustrating. Charlie being there really saved me emotionally. So I didn't even feel sad when this happened, 5 minutes later. How am I so stupid? Or after this one. We're back again. Didn't take too much time this time around. Maybe we can actually dash upward this time. Okay, now it's getting pathetic. Come on. Or how about this one? Not sad at all. Hi, we're back. I'm tired of saying this. Didn't reach it! I'll admit, this is where that process of constantly moving forward, even if just by very small steps, started feeling like I was trying to climb an entirely smooth wall. I was struggling to hold on to not just this metaphor, but also my confidence. Regained as it had been, it was still very frail and could easily be shattered. And it was. Simply put, I lost faith in myself again. But fortunately, I was not alone this time.
Das ist es, ich sehe es.
Okay, so I did look up how to do this because it's weird. It's not that weird, but it's weird. Yes! Oh my god!
Siehst du, ich muss aber immer nur was sagen, dann geht das auch.
Sometimes it's enough if someone believes in you, even if you yourself can't. I celebrated for a bit, grabbed the moonberry, and paused the timer for the first of 3 times. After all, I was far from done at this point. Hi, I'm back with the second part of this bullshit. And this time, we were going through the grand finale of the Undertale Genocide run. You know, the one where you murder all your friends. Okay, ready. And not ideal. Here we go. So what's happening here besides the meme music? Well, this is Sans. He only has 1 HP, but evades all my attacks until he's exhausted himself enough not to be able to anymore. Meaning only if I survive all of his attacks will I get to execute my one serious punch. This heart is what I'm controlling to dodge his attacks. If I don't, I take damage and get poisoned, which will deal additional damage over time. I have a number of healing items, but every turn I don't attack is a turn I'm not progressing toward the end of the fight. Alrighty, back to your favorite shitpost tune. Okay, enough memeing. Let's go back to the crazy impressive gameplay. Woo! Woo! It was so good until at that point. Maybe we should go back to the memes actually. So, here's Charlie, who has by now earned himself the title of the Prophet.
Ja, ich wollte sagen, First Try, ne? Aber haben wir ja gestern geklärt.
Bist du Schnauze. And what can I say? It was a first try. So yeah, we can go to the next challenge. Hollow Knight, right? Sounds fun. Okay, here's how the first attempt really went. Ah! Ah! Damn it! Ah! That was so genuine. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Ah! I'm sorry for the screams, but also for trying to lie to you all. It's just, after the positive impact he had on me during Celeste, and after I'd come to trust whatever he says when he says the things he says, I just didn't want to ruin that. But eventually, we all have to grow up and learn that not everyone can be perfect. At least I get to take solace in the fact that he will forever remain my good, supportive friend. And then 12 minutes later, I realized how stupid that was when he tried to gaslight me into believing I don't know what tennis is. Yes, the sport.
Ich habe auch nicht gesagt, dass du nicht weißt, dass es nicht existiert. Ich habe gesagt, du weißt bloß nicht, was es ist.
Ich weiß auch, was es ist. Ich hab's gespielt. In einem Verein.
Glaube ich nicht.
What a true friend. But enough of him. I still had a challenge to complete. At the very... Ah! Fuck, okay. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't see that one coming. Getting back to how far I'd gotten in attempt 1 would take me a while now, since that run actually made it pretty close to the end. In total, the player only has to survive 23 predetermined, but very difficult to dodge attacks. And on that fateful first playthrough, I had already gotten to the 17th move, which was also already in phase 2 of the fight, where Sans starts denying you those normal moments of respite we as gamers have grown so accustomed to. Stop attacking me at the menu! Needless to say, it wasn't easy getting back to the later stages of the fight. At least that was until... Fuck. Whatever. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh my god, it's not fine. You ass clown. To not take damage from the blue bones there, you have to let them pass through you without moving at all. There it is. Oh, I hate this one. Oh, God. No, stop attacking me at the menu! Oh my god. Butterscotch pie, let's go. Fuck. Oh my god. Well, here goes nothing. Are you ready? Survive this, and I'll show you my special attack. God fucking damn it, just use it, bro. Oh my god, oh my god. I won't make this. That was the final attack. I had gotten incredibly close, yet at the end I failed, like I tend to do. A lot. Also didn't help that at this point my friends had left to focus on other things more important than me. So without my emotional support system, dysfunctional as it may be, I kinda went off the rails a bit and really started rambling. It's hard to break habits. That's just a general thing that's true for human beings. That a hero could save us. It's so difficult to change people and to change behavior. Short hops, short hops, short hops. I'm a fucking melee professional. It's very important to be understanding, especially in like relationships, for example, that people not gonna stand here and wait. Shit. And that approach, along with any other I may have tried, really didn't work well for me. Too early, too late, too bad. Damn it. Oh my god. Now he starts cheating again. What the fuck? How do you deal with that? Oh my god. But you know what the most frustrating thing about this fight is? Restarting is a very frustrating thing. To lose at the end and then you have to do everything again. In Celeste, your progress is saved after every room, so I really only got to feel this during the extremely long sections at the very end. In Undertale though, I either beat the entire thing in one go, or I do what I've already done 14 times. But how good will it feel to win, knowing you've persevered through it all? Okay. No, I'm not. I am not ready. Okay, let's calm down. Oh no, he starts with that. I forgot about that. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. Yes! Oh! Fuck you, Sans! Oh my god! Oh, I can't believe I first tried that last part. Yeah, me neither, honestly. I thought I was setting up another near success, and then I would have to struggle to reach the end again, and then maybe after overcoming that, I would get rewarded and win the fight. Oh well, can't exactly complain about struggling too little in my challenge, right? And it's not like I was out of the woods yet. At all. When coming up with the speedrun, I had estimated that the first 2 games would only take me a fraction of the total 24 hours. The last out of the trio though, I had no idea whether I would beat it all. Pantheon 5. Hollow Knight's literal God Gamer Gauntlet. A 42 boss rush. Die once and you have to start it all over again. And it gets worse. Worst, in fact. Because right out of the gate, P5 sends in its heaviest hitter. Just like Sans uses his strongest move at the start of battle. Here he is. This is Vengefly King, the absolute epitome of difficulty in gaming. Greater minds would be correct to call him the Dark Souls of Fly King bosses. Lesser minds would... wait, actually this will be important later. Take some time to study the one true king. And I mean, really study him. Here, I'll remove all of the useless distractions for you. So vengeful, so kingly, so fully? Okay, that should be more than this boss deserves. That's right, I was kidding. This is not actually the hardest boss, but in fact the easiest. What a twist. So easy, in fact, that you fight 2 at the same time. Bet you didn't see that one coming. It's so easy, I don't think I'll ever mention it again. Just a little annoying, since it's hard to hit when up in the air, so there's a lot of waiting, but whatever. Surely we won't be seeing this guy much anyway. But there's still a lot of explaining I have to do about the game. No, there's too much. Let me sum up. This is the Hollow Knight. I control him. He can jump, double jump, dash, and look up like the most adorable puppy. Bug. This represents his health. This is basically mana. You can use it to heal or to initiate powerful spells, if you're good enough to use them well. So you won't be seeing them here. This is money, which doesn't matter here. This is a timer I forgot to start. This is a dumbass. And this is the subscribe button. You should press it. Now that that's done, let's take in some more real-ass action. After King Flyby hit him in the eye, shit, he's too high, comes the next most exciting battle in the history of gaming. Wait, see if I remember how to do this. Yeah, this is a really fun boss. And yes, the timer is still not running, which is why Yulia took it upon herself to remind me of the purpose of my own challenge. Also, Yulia was there. Is that enough already? Nope.
Dein Timer läuft nicht.
Fuck me! But apart from that, I was enjoying myself. I hadn't played the game in over a year, so I was really just re-experiencing the charming novelty of some of these easy first bosses. Fucking noises. Oh yeah, this is a fan favorite, this guy. Doma. Okay, let's concentrate, please. Whoop. Imprint this scenery of joy on your brain folds, because it is not going to last long. But at that point, it had not been smashed out of me yet. So, I was hopeful still. Oh, nice. Alright. How many is that? Are we almost done yet? This is like 1/9, I think. It was 1/6 to be precise. 7 out of 42 down. But we are going kind of slow. So, it's montage time, baby. Well, that wasn't even close. Yes, you saw that right. I initiated a montage with full confidence, knowing perfectly well that I'd only beaten 2 more bosses before dying pathetically. And only because I was incredibly rusty, incredibly impatient, and incredibly unprepared. I didn't even remember that both brothers were in this fight. But I had not lost hope yet and went straight back in. Why am I doing this to myself? I got through the early bosses just fine, only stopping to and along the way. And with this energy, I was ready for whatever their names are. You can keep doing that, that's fine by me. That's also fine. I guess that's also fine. Nice. That's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. Alright. Good enough. Finne. Oh, I can hear! This might be a good moment to talk about the structure of P5. It's not just a flurry of non-stop bosses. Every now and then the player can earn the right to enter a rest room and heal up before the upcoming challenges. This happens after every 10 bosses and then after every 5 vanquished foes, meaning we essentially have only beaten the tutorial so far. The introduction. It's only getting more funky from here on out. Next up we got fast fights that should be quick and easy, but I still get hit because I'm impatient, and slow fights that should be long and easy, but I still get hit because I'm impatient. And also one of the most fun fights in the entire game, which I did well on, as I was enjoying myself too much to get impatient. And just like that, I had beaten Wave 2. Wave 3 was horrifying, but for other reasons than you might think. This is just gross. Oh my god, this is terrible. Ah. Someone in the background is going blah 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 blah. But apart from that nightmare, I got through pretty easily. Not even Da Vinci the Gatekeeper could keep me gated, and I went for a victory swim before the timer struck 7. Next up, Pantyhose SpongeBob, Elder Who asked, Some Nightmare Before Christmas Hoarder Gremlin, Humpty and Dumpty, a leaking hot air balloon, a fan service episode, Dingus and his 5 dingo bags, the most unfun video game experience in the history of video game experiences, Hornet, I like Hornet, wait that's not Hornet, what is that? Great Nail Sage Sly, I respect him too much to make a joke here, actual real Hornet, not gonna turn into a scary flying monster Hornet, and break time. Spider-Man meme, my ex, her new boyfriend, the guy who supports her without even knowing her, a sexy bench, another Spider-Man meme but super slow and tedious, and finally the guy who's only so far up here because of his shiny new arena. That's it. We're done with the bosses that shouldn't pose a threat. And it only took us 46 minutes. Cool. Now only 2 more medium difficulty bosses left before we get to the big 3. The actual run killers. Scary stuff. But first... Zota! Oh, right, these explode. This is Zotte. Mostly a meme enemy in the game, but here, as you can clearly see, he's anything but. Just look at the magnificent technique this man has acquired. It's like the sword is an extension of his body. And now there were only the big 3 left to defeat. Wait. Who are you? What cupboard did you crawl out from? I thought I'd already gone through all the Spider-Man memes during the speed session. And why do you do 2 damage? What about the big 3? I wasn't ready for this, come on. I completely forgot how to do this battle. Another one I was really bad at, always. Oh my god. Fuck me. Oh, why the dumbass false knight? Oh, I thought at least it would be one of the strong bosses. That's like 40 minutes just to die to the stupid ass false knight. Why am I doing this to myself? And here you see the real difficulty of P5. You can spend 40 minutes just to get to the difficult bosses, and then you have to be tip-top ready. It's really a test of perseverance, of focus, and most importantly, patience. Start rushing and you might suddenly get your ass handed to you by bosses that you would normally never struggle with. And yeah, now I'm getting impatient because I'm annoyed. Yeah, now I'm frustrated. Alright, calm down. Starting now. Calm down, starting now. I didn't. And if you make it to the end, absolutely do not lose your cool. But don't worry. I was cucumber as a cool. But to get the chance to show those top bosses that I could just be like my spirit vegetable, creepy. I first had to wait for them to leave their house until I'd beaten the 40 minutes worth of small fries leading up to them. Waiting. Glorious. So, you got any plans for today? Cool. I guess while I have you here, you might also consider subscribing. Okay, a couple things worth mentioning that happened during these 40 tantalizing minutes. Charlie left. Also, Charlie had been there. Julia and I talked about what traffic sign we would be if we were one, and I think the roundabout sign makes sense for me as it encapsulates my thought process, which is very profound and smart, and I didn't come up with that in the moment, but instead much later when writing the script and looking through a list of traffic signs for at least 10 minutes. Oh, and I also died to Umu. What do... Arschloch, ey. Wanna know how? I got impatient, of course. This boss is so frustratingly slow that I just can't help it. But I have to be able to help it, otherwise this challenge will turn into my very own roundabout and I will never escape this Vengefly King hell.
Oh, das wird mich so abfangen.
Why am I doing this to myself? So I re-challenged the devilish jellyfish and again tanked a bunch of unnecessary hits. Yeah, there you are. You fuckface. Oh my god. Umu, welcome back. I won this time, but ended up taking a significant amount of damage on a very easy boss. And a little later, I almost lost to the slow and methodical No Ice fight, leading to my eventual defeat at the hands of the Trader Lord in the very next battle. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god. I think at this point we've already established that I tend to struggle with sections requiring patience. Oh, I hate this. With a burning passion. My brute force strategy of just smashing my head against the wall until either one breaks allowed me to beat Celeste, sure, but in that game my progress was saved after every section, so I could just barely make it through by the length of my dashes and still be fine. But if I do that here, it will come to haunt me, in the next fight, or the one after that, or even hours later when I'm tired and emotionally exhausted. I can't just do this like I always do, so, and I shuddered as I realized this, in order to beat Hollow Knight, I'm gonna have to grow. And there's only one way popular media has taught me how to. Cue the training montage! This is me in the boss practice room, where I challenged all the relevant enemies at ascended difficulty. That means they do double damage. Ouch. But if I can be careful here and defeat these buffed up versions, I should have the skill to get through the P5 fights as well. So after about 40 minutes of training against various bosses, including the first two of the big three, I finally felt ready to make this demon crushing dream come true. Why am I doing this to myself? And how about that? Prepared and confident, you can actually achieve a lot. Who would have thought? But in the grand scheme of the Pantheon, all of those bosses were just appetizers. So, let's see how far into the course my newfound readiness can get me against the big three. First up, introducing to the stage, Nightmare King Grim. Okay, I have to calm down a little. We're doing Nightmare Grim. I know how to beat you. Not like that. Not like that. Fuck. God. Fuck! Stop! Fuck! I know how to beat him. I can beat Nightmare Grim. I've done it. And I can definitely, even if I don't necessarily beat him, I can play better than this. I just completely fucking panicked. Just complete and utter panic. Yep, that was legit anger and frustration. Pretty uncomfortable, huh? But that's how I felt. I'd let myself down after all. All that short-lived confidence dissipated together with the body of my character. And all that was left was a broken man. Hollow. Just like my knight. Why am I doing this to myself? This one ended just shy of getting back to Grim, but I had no emotions left to react with. Why am I doing this to myself? The final attempt of the day made it back to Grim and actually had a back and forth nail-biter of a battle. But still, it wasn't enough. Tragic. In some ways even more so than when I got completely stomped. If somehow it had survived up until this point, then surely now my heart was truly broken. I don't really know how to put this into words, so I can count myself lucky that Julia did. She came up with one single letter able to describe my feelings when no dictionary could do them justice anymore.
F.
Why am I doing this to myself? Alrighty, new day, new possibilities. A fresh start. Clean slate. Let's see what we can... I'm dying to Vengefly King. How is this even possible? Look at this dude! It looks like his soul had already left his body way before this. Oh. Right, okay, that checks out actually. Yeah. Well, I can't say that any of this is making me particularly hopeful for the runs yet to come. Why am I doing this to myself? Vengefly King! Now that's what I call progress. It's great to see I still got at least a flicker of a fire left in there. Oh! Wait a mizzity minute. Is that joy? Do mine eyes not deceive me? Could there be more than a flicker left in there after all? And I should be fine still. Oh. Woohoo! Woo! Oh boy! Ah, shit, felt pretty cool up until that point. Damn it. Don't get hit. Oh my god. Thank you. Small setbacks aside, maybe this wasn't as grim as I was making it out to be. Maybe there really was hope left still. What the fuck? Fuck me! Oh my... Ah! Why am I doing this to myself? We're back to this dumbass boss. I think what makes seeing this guy so particularly frustrating is that 1. It's a sign that you recently lost, which you are likely still bitter about. 2. It's a sign that, yes, you really have to do everything from the beginning again. 3. It's a terribly unfun boss to begin with. And 4. It's just annoying. Stop screaming! But I guess I deserve this fly-based suffering after making fun of the king earlier. This is not actually the hardest boss, but in fact the easiest. What a twist. It's so easy, I don't think I'll ever mention it again. Karma truly is a vengeful mistress. Anyway, back to hopelessness. Wait. When did I get back to Grim? Huh. Forgot about that one. Oh no. Got greedy again. Oh, yes. Okay. That's the first time we beat Nightmare King. And with just a single fight, hope was restored. I was suddenly itching to test my nail against the very best, like no bug ever was. And there he was, the second to last boss in the Pantheon. Pure Vessel. An incredibly powerful foe. Unforgiving, relentless, attractive. Well, I'm just telling it as it is. But after emerging victorious from that grim ordeal, I was slowly regaining something very important I had already lost a bunch of times in this video. Something most people lose sight of, and undeservedly so. But once reclaimed, it could make even the smallest person realize how big they truly are. I had started believing in myself again, and I was now that much more unstoppable for it. Ooh, that was a gamble. Yes! Okay. As you can tell, I was keeping my emotions in check, even though I was very excited. Because after all, this was where Frass got for real. So far, I'd been fighting bugs. Mighty ones for sure, but still just bugs. Our next and final foe, however, was a god. Bug. Still a bug, but I think it's also a god. And its name? Absolute Radiance. So let's see if she could outshine me like the sun, or if I could do like my second favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card and eat the stars. I should rewrite that. I should. Okay, wasn't ready for that. Oh. Yeah, I did not get very far on that one. I mean, realistically, confidence alone won't be enough to overcome all the difficult things life throws at you. But it's going to enable you to become the kind of person that can. So how do I beat a god when I'm just a Tim? Well, since I had managed to reach Absolute Radiance at all, I gained access to its practice fight. And I was fully ready to turn myself into the version of Tim that will not only challenge, but also defeat the gods. After about 90 minutes of intense training, for the very first time, I not only felt confident in myself, but also in my abilities. I knew I could win this, but to challenge the gods, you first have to reach them. And the only way I knew how was to go up. Why am I doing this to myself? So I climbed higher and higher, fast and free, hope in my heart. I'd never felt this much at peace with myself. Nothing was holding me down. Nothing could hold me down. I climbed higher and higher, unburdened, wind at my back, pushing past the visages of bosses that would pose a threat no longer for the last time. I was not about to see them again. Higher and higher, until I'd reached the summit and stood before her, a challenger facing a god. Absolute Radiance, Phase 1. While hovering in the air and randomly teleporting around, Radiance will unleash her lightning orbs, Wall of Light, and Sword Rain on me, among other attacks. And of course, they all do 2 damage. In Phase 2, Radiance continues the same barrage of moves, but also summons spikes to further restrict my movement. This makes for some really awkward situations. And thus begins Phase 3, where Radiance moves the spikes to the edges of the arena and continuously attacks with Sword Rain. Okay. This small break is where I get a moment to rest and heal before the first drastic change to the fight. Patience. Patience is the key here. Don't stress out too much, even though it's impossible not to. Phase 4, in my opinion the most difficult section of the entire fight, takes place in a much larger area filled with small platforms I will have to carefully navigate around. And even though the environment has changed, Radiance still uses the same moves as before while teleporting randomly. I guess she's just that confident in her abilities. But so am I. Alright, that one was on me. I manifested that, I'll admit it, she can still catch me off guard. But so can I? Let's go, come on, get him, Knight, get him, Knight, get him, Knight, get him, Knight, get him, Knight. Okay, let's just talk about something else. How about this? Since the distance to the god has increased, it's much more manageable to heal in between attacks now. I also have more space and time to dodge, so believe it or not, staying alive here is actually doable. The problem is just that I'm gonna have to win the fight at some point, and getting closer is where it gets dangerous. Yep. I'll have to decide. Do I go toward the Radiance as often as I can and face much greater risks? Or do I stay patient, wait for her to come to me and only then make my move? Let's see if I have what it takes. And with that, we've reached phase 5. Simply climb up and dodge the sunbeams. I'll be honest, objectively speaking, this phase is not that difficult. But man, does it get to you. The slow and steady ascent at the end of everything I went through, it's hard to keep your cool and not succumb to nerves here. No, no, no! And finally, phase 6. All I have to do here is... No! Shit. I have never lost on that phase before. I was... If I'm not on screen, I'm safe from those balls. Out of all my practice runs, that was the second hardest stairs that I've gotten. The lasers were so ridiculous. Ah! That was... Oh my god. I am shaking right now. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's go back in. Oh. Why am I doing this to myself? That's so unlucky. That is so fucking unlucky. Oh. Why am I doing this to myself? I definitely dashed fast enough. Why am I doing this to myself? As you can see, even though I've proven that I can do it, actually going ahead and doing it was still a very different bug to wrangle. But you can bet your horse flies that every single time I died after 40 minutes of grinding bosses, when I was already feeling down, there was someone who was always there for me. Really rubbing it in. There we are again. Man, how I've missed you, Vengeful Kings. These were not happy times in my cranial emotion storage. Like, I was whining so much. In fact, I was being so annoying that even the Dung Defender, the most happy, supportive boss out of all of them, didn't want to see me anymore. And I wasn't just being bitchy, I was also getting pretty tired at this point. Plus, I hadn't fought Absolute Radiance in like 2.5 hours. So all in all, I was starting to worry that once I finally got back there, I would be too out of practice, too tired and too frustrated. Well, let's see if I was able to overcome those odds. Wait, when did we get back here? What a transition. Wow. Alright, let's go. We're completely fucking calm. We can win this. I've practiced enough. We can beat you. I was not in that. I knew that would happen. It takes you fucking minimum 40 minutes to get there. Why am I doing this to myself? I was almost there. It's like I completely forget how to do everything once I'm there. I have strats prepared. I was able to beat this so easily. Almost every time. Why am I doing this to myself? It's like I forget everything as soon as I get to Radiance. My mind just goes blank. And so, as an experiment, as a test to see if I was truly lacking something, I went straight to challenge her in the practice room and won. Immediately. You've got to be fucking kidding me! That is what happens in practice. And in actual P5, I can't even get through the first phase. Ah, fuck my life, man. Oh well, I guess we're done for now. Day 4, here we go. Why am I doing this to myself? I didn't have a lot of time to play on day 4, so I chose to only practice for a bit. But would that really help me? Hadn't I learned yesterday that I was capable enough? It was neither physical skills nor strategy I was lacking. It was mental toughness, something I thought I was sure I had acquired throughout all this. But looking back, maybe I never did. I had practiced, but I was never experienced. I had gained confidence, but I was never tough. I was not ready to handle the pressure, so I succumbed to it. I was a fresh-faced challenger ready to take on the world, who got hit in the head by a sunbeam of reality. Many of them, in fact. Okay, wasn't ready for that. I realized my own shortcomings, but there was no way for me to suddenly change who I was out of nowhere. All I could do was to keep trying. We can only do what we can do, and only one thing at a time. One small step after another. Until one day when we look back, we ourselves will be surprised by how far we've come. So, I climbed. Why am I doing this to myself? Higher and higher. Neither fast nor free, but steady, determined. My past mistakes weighing me down, clasping my back with all their might lest they fall and be left behind. I climbed. Higher and higher, winds pushing against me every step, facing down my foes carefully, earnestly, as many times as it would take. So I climbed, higher and higher, until I'd reached the summit, me facing myself. Okay. Completely calm for this phase. Nice. Second phase. It's the hard one. Too far. Good damage. Fuck. What? Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Fuck yeah. I am so nervous, right? I was shaking going up the stairs. Yes! Defeated Moonberry, Sands, and Pantheon 5 in a day. 24 hours. It's a day, okay? 24 hours is a day. Ignore the 5. Oh boy, okay. I'm gonna have to have post commentary Tim explain or like have an outro or something or do something cool or say something meaningful because I am so nervous still. I can't say much right now. Something meaningful! My arms are weird, get used to it. No, but for real. This has been an incredible experience. An experience of arrogance. A testament to scare away all the non-god gamers. And as you can see, I'm still here. Of being humbled. Cool. Of growth. Of belief.
Das ist das Wichtige.
It was also a fight. No. A fight against anger. Now he starts cheating again. What the fuck? Against being lied to.
Ja, ich hab gesagt, du weißt nicht, was es ist.
A fight against the odds.
Yes!
And last but not least, it was a journey. Oh, right, these exploded. A journey of impatience. And yeah, now I'm getting impatient because I'm annoyed. Yeah, now I'm frustrated. Of preparation. Cue the training montage. Of failure. Stop! Fuck! Of heartbreak. No! And of perseverance. Yes! Oh my god! Yes! But even if one journey comes to an end, we will never stop climbing. Higher and higher. One small step after another. And every now and then, we will take a moment to look back and realize that I really have come far, haven't I? Blah 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 blah. Most of the time during the last video and this one I spent playing Final Fantasy XIV, by the way.